Hey y'all, I'm Minivan Lee and I live in my minivan and I have for 7 years. I've got a really good episode for you today. Can you hear it? It's raining. You know, a little bit ago it was raining literally cats and dogs, and I'll show you a little bit of footage of it. But for right now, I want you to subscribe. Check your subscription because YouTube keeps unsubscribing people. And if you do me a favor, watch it all the way through. I'm going to talk about bedtime again a little bit and a couple little tips here and there for van life, for full-time van life. Okay? Let's go. I've got a good question here, and I want to address this right away because I know some of you think about these little things. You're really into the little specifics, and I think those little things, you know, like God is in the details, right? You want to have the details down. And this is from Stephanie in the Wild. I set my minivan up like yours. Hi, Stephanie. I have a roll-out sleeping pad with some comfy pillows for my neck. I have storage drawers in the back like you do. How do you keep yours from tipping over if you step on the brake too hard? Love your videos, Lee. Yeah, thank you, Stephanie in the Wild. Here's what I do. See this? It's a bungee, okay? Now, if you have a minivan, you know that there's these little knobs. There's one here and one here in the back. When you open up your hatch, if you look on the sides, there's one here and one here. That's where you can attach one of those nettings from. That way, like, you know, if you're using your minivan for, you know, just regular and you're going to get groceries, you can put them inside in the back with your third row seats down, stowed down, and that way, you know, when you open the drive or you open up, things don't fall out. Well, I've got each side of my this bungee attached to the knobs on the top, okay? Now, I will mention, and I have mentioned before when I showed the back, that it's an older van. Mine is a 2014. And two of the knobs are missing, one at the top and one on the other side down below. So I just devised it. Okay, you're just going to have to figure it out. I can't tell you how to do it exactly because everyone's going to be different. Okay, but you can figure out a way. Ask around, maybe go to a mechanic, ask your brother, ask your dad, your uncle. Say, how can I get... My knob is missing. How can I attach something to it like a bungee? But that's what this is. I've got it attached. Okay? Now, is this bungee, it's kind of loose, right? When I need to get in my drawers, like this one, I just pull it down. I can actually take it out. I'm so used to doing it. And then when I put it back, I know how to just hold it up, hold the bungee down, and push it in. When I want to get in here, I pull this out and so on and so forth, okay? But has this ever gone over? Oh, you bet. Last year, I forget when it was, July, I think it was in August. I was in Flagstaff, and I was going down just a 2-lane street. It was by Walmart, and a lady came, and she was ahead of me, and she went in the turn lane to go into Walmart. Well, all of a sudden, she jerked back. She decided it wasn't what she wanted to do. I had to step on my brakes so hard, and I was really scared because there was a person riding a bike beside me, so I couldn't pull over. She just screeched in. Well, that was the worst because not only did these things fall, they fell over, but everything in the back department just went flying too. Yeah, it was bad. I was very upset. Yeah, I wanted to go find her, but I didn't. I really did. I did honk my horn. And when I went past her, she went like, what? She had no idea that this was the mess that I had. It took a good 2 hours to put everything back again because everything went flying out of my drawers. So this isn't foolproof. No way. And sometimes these are on, I have a bungee that goes around and it attaches down here to my string on my sleeping bag, but that's no guarantee. It's a guarantee if I have to make a small stop, but these, I've had these go flying too. If somebody pulls out in front of you and you have to jerk on the brakes, these will go flying. And it can be a mess. It really can. What I try to do is make sure that the heavier things are at the bottom. Although, I don't know, yeah, like my cans are down here. This isn't so heavy, but I want this to be available. This is my beauty stuff in the morning. So this is easier just to reach in. I don't want to have to reach up. Yeah, this is a little bit heavier than this, but I know. Yeah, I should probably switch these over. This should go down here. Yeah. Let's do it. As you can see, I'll switch these out. And I'll put this up here. And this down here. This is a little bit heavier. This has my bullet and my dishes. Get this to go there. Uh-oh. Okay, come on. You can do it. Okay. Work it, work it. Yeah. Okay, this will go here then. Because I want this to be, you can see, I need to redo these. I'm going to do that when I get to Tucson. There we go. So that's a little bit heavier down here. Yeah. So, and as you can see, that's why I have these little paper things to give it color. How do you like that? Yeah. Okay, so that's my bungee system, okay? That's that. And yes, it does come, yeah. I've had it happen. How many times have I had it happen over the past year? I think twice over the past year. But all in all, since I've been in my minivan and I've had it this way, I'll bet it's probably happened about 4 or 5 times. I remember Quartzsite, we were all, when the first year that we really had like a group of people, I met Jack and Paul and Max and Joe and Mary, oh yeah, and Myung. Yeah, we all came together. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't an actual meetup. We just met and we just I started gathering people to park with me. Well, I remember we were all going to go into a restaurant in Quartzsite and we were all going to go in and eat. Somebody in front of me just slammed on the brakes, and I mean, everything went flying, yeah. So that was a big one, too. And it wasn't that long ago that I had to put on my brakes. I think it was in Tucson. I'm used to it now. I just have to put everything back. Just because these drawers fall over doesn't mean that everything falls out. What usually happens is it just goes like this. It just is like this. So things kind of stay put. But I'll tell you what I do. Like for this drawer, I've got like my chia seeds. Oh, these are all bagged up because if these went flying, oh my gosh, yeah. I make sure that everything, and I think because I've had it happen before, that I don't want things just go flying. I don't want food to go all over the place. So thank you for that question. And basically, this keeps it a little bit. Here's another thing too that I deal with. I could have it like up like this, but the way this works, the way I've got it set up, maybe it's on purpose, maybe it just worked out that way, but let's say it's leaning toward the back. I've got it so that they lean just a little bit. They lean that way. That way they're not so apt to go flying out this way. Okay? There you go. You can still hear the rain. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a big storm. Here is a really good question also. This is from Toasty Mornings. Hi, Toasty. Love your videos. You are inspiring me to get in shape and lose some weight. You know, one of the things that has kept this weight off from when I got ill in March, April, I had a viral bronchitis. It was pretty bad and I couldn't eat. And I lost about 10 pounds. But one of the ways that I've been keeping it off is I cut out all sugar and all grains. I don't eat bread anymore. I don't get chips. I don't get crackers. I don't get bread. I don't do anything like that, okay? I just eat, regular vegetables. And I'm into protein. I eat sardines and eggs and cheese, some chicken, and and some fruit, and I make smoothies. So that's really been, and I've taken off even a couple more pounds since then. Okay, and so she says, I was wondering, can you tell us your bedtime routine? Well, yesterday I talked about my bed. What do I do for my bedding? Do I just sleep on the floor with a pillow and a blanket? Well, I went through step by step what my bedding, my no build out bed is all about. And I like it. Now, one of you actually commented on the thing you suggested. Well, I could go for like $1 at Dollar Tree. I could get some like couch cushions or something. That's the same as, what am I going to do with them when I'm not in bed? Where am I going to put those? I don't want any more equipment in here. I don't want to store anything. So if that would be something maybe you would be interested in, or some other nomads that are watching, yeah, that would be okay. But for me, I am so happy with my system. I'm going to keep it that way, and I offered it to you, and I let you know what my sleeping is. So watch yesterday's video. So what time do you go to bed, and things you do before going to bed? Yeah, it does change. You said, I'm sure it changes with the seasons. Thank you, Lee. Okay, so what time do I go to bed? Oh, I go to bed early. Here's the thing. You have to know my morning routine to understand my night routine. In the morning, I get up super early. In fact, I've moved it even back just a little bit. I'm not kidding. I get up at 3:30 in the morning. I really do. And here's why. I have found, as a nomad, and being in Flagstaff, I've got to secure some parking spaces, some good parking spots, and they're hard to come by. They're hard to come by because there's so many nomads here, and I need shade. So here's what I'm doing. And if I don't get my gym done and get a couple things done before I park for the day, for the duration, I won't go to the gym. I've got to get my gym early. So I get up early, make my bed, move and drive to the gym. And I do 2 gyms now. Most days I do both of them because one has good machines. The other one has better stretching areas and it's a little bit bigger. But I don't like the other one, the stretching areas. I don't like their machines. They're awkward and they're very old-fashioned. Yeah. So I actually do 2 gyms. So I've got to get those done. And I want to drink tea first, and I want to, which reminds me, here we go. So I get up really early, and it does take a while to put my bedding away, get things straightened up, wake up, slap myself around a little bit, and then I'm going to drive. So I don't just get up and hop in and drive. I don't think that's a good idea because I might still be kind of sleepy. So, and then once I get to my spot, I drink tea and kind of clean up a little bit, and then I go in and work out. Then I drive to another gym and I work out again. okay? So in order to understand my night routine, you got to know what my morning is. I mean, I'm basically in the gym by 4:30 in the morning. I avoid the rush. I avoid having the people. I get the machines that I want. I get to work out the way I want to. And then at the other gym, that doesn't open till a little later, so I'm kind of the first one in there too. It's working out for me. So now you understand why I go to bed early. I really do. Once I drive to my night spot where I'm going to park at night, I'm hunkered down. And I actually, around 6 or 6:30, I'm pulling out my bed. So here's my nighttime routine. It's not as big, my morning routine for getting all cleansed up in my face and everything and my hair. That's a little bit more involved. But at night, basically what I do is I wash my face, kind of wash, just a little bit. I put castor oil on my face at night. And I've been putting it on my belly too. I put castor oil because it does absorb. Castor oil is the kind of oil that will absorb into your body. The best oil to actually absorb. And my small intestines and large intestines are down here. So it kind of helps for, the morning number 2, right? Right. Okay, so I basically, sometimes I'll make some tea, but not too much in the heat. At night, I would probably make like sleepy time, something like that. But basically, it's just a matter of drink some water, and I put my hair in a hair bonnet. I do. Got it right here. I know where, some people say, well, you should put list on here where everything is. I know where everything is. I've got a good memory. I know that this is right here. It's a hair bonnet. It's adjustable. I can adjust it. It's got satin on the inside, right? It's just like a beanie. And I put all my hair up and I put it in here. That way my hair won't just, because I'm a side sleeper, back forth, all night long I'm back forth. And so that way my hair isn't constantly leaning against a pillowcase and hurting the hair follicles. It's protected. And that's one of the reasons I think that my hair, I can actually start growing my hair longer without it all breaking. It's still a little thin down here, but that's because, this is from last year. Your hair grows 6 inches a year. I think, 6 inches, a year. But this is from last year, and it's hanging in there. It's not breaking off. So I can actually, I can let my hair grow, and it'll look okay, right? So I do put my hair up in a bonnet. I've got my bed all pulled out. And I lay here. I've got 2 pillows here so I can kind of lay here. Here is, it's like a little place that I can park my phone. And I can watch something here. I can watch TV on my phone. So I might be watching a movie, maybe something relaxing. They say not to use your phone like 2 hours before you go to sleep. That doesn't really affect me. It really doesn't. Because usually once I shut my eyes, I'm kind of out within 5 minutes. But I might park it, or I might actually hold my phone and be on social media and maybe talk to a couple friends on Facebook Messenger or something like that. Yeah, I'll make a post, kind of look at, sometimes I can look at, that's a chance where I can look at my friends' posts, what they've been up to, things like that. So that's what I do. And by 7 o'clock, I need to get going. I need the lights out. So what I do is all of my window coverings are down. Everything's down. Everything, lights are out. And it's usually pretty dark in here. Now what I do is I have a nature app. And I put it on every night. I like to go with the same one because if I change it, something might be in that app, in the actual nature sound, and it might wake me up going, well, that's weird, what's that? But this is basically, it's called Sheltered. And supposedly, what is this sheltered? It is, here, let me just, supposedly it says, the rain is steady, the air is cool, and you are warm and cozy under a blanket on the covered porch of your grandparents' farmland cottage. I know. They actually have, this is such a good app. It's an old app. And I've got so many different types of nature things in here. It says gutters gurgle and thunder rolls above you as you relax to the evening storm. This track is extremely long, which I like. Yeah, and it's entirely pleasant and relaxing. Let's see. Yeah. I'll leave the link for this app. It's called Nature Space. Nature Space. Yeah. There's so many different apps in here and so many different, here's a shoreline. There's a river. Some of them have music. They have a lot of trains in here if you like trains. This is called the passenger train. I don't think I have them all downloaded on this one, but yeah, this is it's a nice app. Yep. Let's put it on sheltered again. Yeah. So I put that, so my point is I put that on and I put it just a little bit low. And then what I do is I put on a downloaded audiobook that I'm listening to at the time. There are audiobooks I've already listened to, but I enjoy them. And so that way I kind of know when I fall asleep, because I'm telling you, and there's a timer on it. So what happens is, in my nature app, it goes all, I've got it set for, it goes all night long. It doesn't, if it would stop, it'd probably wake me up. And I've listened to that particular one called Sheltered in Your Grandma's on Your Porch, right? I've listened to that one. It's my favorite for probably a good 4 years now. Seriously, I just love that one. I've tried to change it out, but I just don't sleep as well, okay? But I do put on a different audiobook. Right now I'm listening to Wild, remember, by Cheryl Strayed, and it was when she did the PCT, the Pacific Coast Trail, and I listened to that. But I'm telling you, I put it on a timer for like 45 minutes, but I'm telling you, I'm usually out within 5. I just hear the voice and it just puts me to sleep. And it doesn't matter if I've already been on my phone for hours, before that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to affect me with my sleep. Yeah. So that's my nighttime routine. I go to bed super early. When I turn out my lights, either by 6:30 or 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, and as far as eating goes, a lot of people, I never could figure out this eating pattern. Especially back east, people they wouldn't eat till like 7, 8 o'clock at night. What? My eating usually stops around 3:30, 4. And I don't eat after that because I don't want to get any acid reflux. I don't want to be digesting food. I want my eating to be finished by 3 o'clock. Really, 3 o'clock. And let's see, is there anything else that I do at night? No. If I go to bed, let's say there's something going on and maybe I'm going out to dinner with somebody, and I'm so keyed up by then that I sometimes can't get to sleep till 10. Then I have to switch my alarm. Yeah, I have to change it. And the next day is pretty much guaranteed it's going to be a lost day because my whole routine gets messed up. Yeah. Going to the bathroom gets messed up. My gym time, yeah, I might as well just say, well, if I'm going to go meet somebody for dinner, like at night, and I do it, I'm pretty much, or have something going on, I'm pretty much guaranteed the next day is a loss. Because I'm just sort of, at this point in my life, I'm a routine person. So thank you so much for these questions. I hope this was helpful. I don't know. Let me know in comments if this is what you do. I know a lot of you go to bed really early, especially a lot of you gals. You go to bed early so you can get up early. And I am definitely a morning person. I always have been. Yeah. Okay. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Go to Minivan Lee, click on gifts, and I've got all different amounts. It just helps support me if you are so inclined. And I think that's about it for today. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Got it? Okay. I love you guys so much. Bye. Still raining. Oh my gosh.